What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, karibuni sana. My name is Kaluhi and I love food. So for today, seeing that it's nice, hot and sunny in typical January fashion, why not soak in all the heat with a nice delicious mocktail? I resolved to make more mocktails this year, and for today I'm going to take a fruit that is in season. Those are plums. Incorporate my current favorite herb, sage, and see what kind of magic we're going to come up with. It's super easy. This will be a short video, but I guarantee you're going to enjoy it just as you always enjoy all my recipes. So without talking too much, twende kazi. Besides just plums, the two other fruits I chose to have as part of my cocktail and to add more complexity and sass to it are my blueberries and my tree tomato. Tree tomato is not quite popular with a lot of people because some people find it to have no taste at all, while some people find it to be quite bitter. But for me, I really like it because besides it adding a nice deeper color to whatever you use it, be it juices, cocktails, mocktails or sauces, it's really high in beta carotene and high in antioxidants. Actually, all three fruits are high in antioxidants, but individually they also have nice inherent health boosting qualities which you should Google about and know about. For my plums, I went with Nubian plums and Satsuma plums, which are the most commonly found here in our country. They're a bit small and they're sweet tart in nature. The flesh is, for these ones, the flesh is kind of amber in color, but if you find the darker ones, the flesh is red, and the darker ones are usually sweeter. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I also went with some blueberries which were on offer in Carrefour, which I couldn't let an offer pass me by. You can skip them if you go and buy them and find them they're a bit expensive, but since they were on offer, I had to use them. Blueberries, besides having high antioxidants, they're also nice for your body because they have a lot of vitamins, including vitamin C, K, and D. So I think now we're going to get started, and the next step is to blend everything together. Okay, now we have everything over here, but then I've just had a disaster. I was opening my sparkling water for the process for blending. It's poured on my shirt. I don't think it can be seen, but if it can be seen, please excuse me. Accidents do happen, but we proceed like the champions we are. So the first thing that's going into our blender is a tiny bit of sparkling water. And the reason for having some sparkling water is just to facilitate the blending process. And then we're going to add our tree tomato, followed by our plum, and then the blueberries. Now that we have all our fruits in our blender, we're now going to go in with my herb of choice, and that is sage. Only one leaf will be necessary for this because we don't want the flavor of the herb to be overwhelming. Just like any other ingredient, if you overdo it, it becomes really overwhelming and off-putting when you actually have to eat it or drink it. One leaf is enough. You can also use some mint if you want. Thyme and rosemary would also work as perfectly, but I opted for sage because it's something quite different and it would add a nice, much welcome complexity to my mocktail, and that's exactly what I always go for in all my recipes. And whichever herb you choose to go with, remember you can find them in any well-stocked supermarket, Carrefour, Food Plus, Zucchini, and they're also pretty cheap. 20 bob per bunch, 30 bob per branch. You see, you have no excuse. So if you want to make something a bit different, just go buy. It's not expensive at all. Sage, just like all the other fruits we've used in this mocktail, it's high in antioxidants. Not only that, but it helps ease the symptoms of menopause. It helps regulate blood sugar and control the amount of LDL cholesterol. So guys, remember, delicious is also healthy. Musiogope, we buried that in 2018. So for the next and final thing we're going to add is some honey. And that's because, the plums I'm using today, they're not that sweet. So a bit of honey can add a bit of nice welcome sweetness. And the goodness about making your own mocktails and cocktails at home is that you know exactly what goes into your drink, and you can regulate the amount of sweetness, if at all, you're going to use in your cocktail. So you know exactly what you're putting into your body. So first, let's take a photo for the blog. And then let's proceed with blending. So next we're going to go into the final step of putting together our mocktail, and for that we're just going to place our nice syrupy mixture into our glasses, some ice, some garnish here and there, and some Stony. To my foreign readers, Stony is a ginger based soda. If you're watching this from another country, a ginger beer could work just as well. It's a perfect substitute. If you don't like the taste of ginger sodas, a lime or lemon based soda such as Crest can work just as well. I like the taste of ginger, and it will perfectly complement the flavors of the fruits I've used in this base ingredients, and as well as the honey. So now we can get going. Oh wait, before we proceed, you can turn this mocktail into a cocktail by adding a splash of your favorite alcoholic drink. I would recommend rum, gin, whiskey, or vodka. Do not use creme liqueur because it will just turn into a nice disaster. Preferably whiskey or rum. Just a splash. Remember, please don't overdo things. Just a splash, but always according to your taste. So let's finish this up. Okay guys, I'm just from taking a few photos for my blog, and because you're working with ice, you have to work fast, so the photos had to come fast before I return to conclude this video with you guys. It's nice, perfectly sunny today, and I can't wait for this drink to go down my throat. And I know for sure I'm going to enjoy this, and it looks really, really pretty. Don't forget, kama kawaida, the exact recipe quantities are on my blog, whose link is on my description box. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to, and give me a thumbs up. Comment down below some of your favorite mocktails, and maybe this year we can work on some, of course with a KK twist of my own. I hope you enjoyed this video, so kwaheri!
you